Apple's next-generation VR technology seems to be getting crazier by the day. And by now, after finding out the latest features and design details, you're probably wondering, how on earth could the iPhone 15 Ultra be a VR headset and be integrated with the Vision Pro? Well, it looks like the analyst Ming-Chi Kuo just answered our question. Apparently, Apple is working on a game-changing ultra-wideband chip that will revolutionize the way your smartphone interacts with your headset. And rumor has it, this incredible chip might just be named the U2. It's likely that the production process for the upgraded chip will change in the same way that it did when the M2 chip was upgraded to the M3 chip, or the A16 chip was upgraded to the A17 Bionic chip. This means that the size of the transistors will shrink, allowing the company to fit more on the same size die, improve performance, and use less power. But this change will be a lot bigger than the update from 5nm to 3nm that we're seeing in Apple's chips. Instead, it'll be from 16nm to 7nm, which is a huge difference. And wait a second, that means that the chip would run twice as fast and use half as much power. Plus, right now, it does a lot of important things like Find My, Handoff, AirDrop, and more. But it looks like there's an upgrade on the way. According to Kuo, this upgrade won't just make everything work better, but it's also going to be super important for connecting Apple's products with the awesome upcoming Vision Pro. This would fit with the new patent that shows a much better continuity mode between an iPhone and a VR system. With the patent, Apple is counting on Vision Pro's smart eye tracking to figure out what you're looking at on your iPhone and use gestures to make it look like it's on a bigger screen. But to do this, the UWB chip would have to be much better, and Kuo is betting that this will be the case with the iPhone 15. So is it going to be a seamless mixed reality experience? Apple's visionOS operating system is a key part of how the Vision Pro will work with the iPhone 15 and other Apple devices. The operating system will make it easy for the devices to talk to each other and for people to switch between them. It'll also let you use new features, like controlling the iPhone 15 with the Vision Pro and the other way around. So, the Vision Pro's success will depend a lot on how well Apple can integrate it into its environment. The company will be able to build a new market for mixed reality headsets by making it easy for users to switch between the headset and the iPhone 15, much like what it did with wireless headphones and smartphones. Other than that, let's talk about the U1 chip and the new Wi-Fi connection standard. One thing's for certain, this year, all iPhones will use Qualcomm's next-generation X70 chips, which have better AI for faster processing, better coverage, less power waste, and less delay. And most likely, only the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max will have the faster Wi-Fi 6E standard. Wi-Fi 6E has more bandwidth than Wi-Fi 6, which means faster connection speeds, less delay, and more capacity. It's also got 1.2 GHz more spectrum in the 6 GHz band. It can cover a whole home with gigabit speeds, connect places with multiple gigabit speeds, and handle higher data streams, like those used for AR and VR. The next-generation ultra-wideband chip will work with the Vision Pro headset and should be in the iPhone 15 models. What's more, this wireless technology will enable faster Wi-Fi speeds and will also provide many other benefits. This is critical to improving virtual reality and augmented reality experiences. In fact, generally speaking, we can even expect the technology to offer better integration across multiple platforms. For those of you who don't know, Wi-Fi 7 is positioned as the next major evolution of Wi-Fi technology, or you can consider it the new generation of Wi-Fi, and it's expected to provide very high speeds not less than 30 Gbps and can reach up to 40 Gbps. This second, according to the Wi-Fi Alliance. It can also use 320 MHz channels and supports 4K quad amplitude modulation, ultimately delivering speeds up to 2.4x faster than Wi-Fi 6. Does this mean that the Vision Pro will be one of the first Apple devices to have the new Wi-Fi standard? Maybe, but the fact that the iPhone 15 has a new ultra-wideband chip is a clear sign that the company is taking its phones into the world of mixed reality. Now let's get down to the benefits of this. First up, we have lightning fast file transfers between your iPhone and the Vision Pro. Do you realize this means that we won't have to wait ages for files to transfer? And with this incredible update, sharing your favorite photos, videos, and documents will be a breeze. Next, let's talk about notifications. We all know how important it is to stay connected, right? Thankfully, we won't have to wait as long to get updates from your iPhone on the Vision Pro. All the real-time updates, instant messages, and important alerts will seamlessly be delivered right to your headset. But that's not all. We're talking about greater fluidity in displaying your iPhone screen on the Vision Pro. Imagine playing games, scrolling through social media, or watching videos with buttery smooth performance. This update will take your viewing experience to the next level. The Vision Pro is all about immersion and interactivity. Whether you're exploring virtual reality, diving into augmented reality, or simply enjoying interactive content. Other than that, Apple hasn't said much about the hardware inside the Vision Pro headset yet, but it's clear that some of this next-generation technology will be used. They hope that in the future, it will work well with the iPhone and other devices, making the user experience smooth and engaging. Oh, and speaking of smooth experiences, did you hear about the new iPhone's periscope camera? Well, in the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it'll be used for the telephoto camera, allowing for 5x or 6x optical zoom. In comparison, the iPhone 14 Pro Max offered 3x optical zoom, and we expect the same for the iPhone 15 Pro. But why is the company limiting this technology to the Pro Max model? It's likely because the periscope lens system requires more internal space. This system uses a primary lens to capture the photo, and then an angled mirror or prism reflects the light 90 degrees towards a second lens, which then sends it to the image sensor. The positioning of the image sensor and secondary lens inside the smartphone needs more surface area, which the larger Pro Max model can easily handle. And because of the way light is reflected, the actual telephoto lens will most probably be square-shaped, unlike the circular lens used in the iPhone 14 Pro Max. But you should also note that the camera cutout itself can still be circular. To make sure the pictures are sharp and clear at higher zoom levels, Apple will add optical image stabilization to the system, which will reduce blurriness and make movement less noticeable. Their competitor, Samsung, on the other hand, has been using periscope lens technology for some time now, offering up to 10x optical zoom and even up to 100x digital zoom with their space zoom feature. Pretty cool, right? So while Apple may not market it as a periscope lens, we can definitely expect the iPhone 15 Pro Max's wide lens to have better optical zoom. Not just this, but to make room for the larger periscope camera, Apple could switch where the ultra-wide and telephoto lenses are. Now, this change won't be visible to end users, but it'll definitely make room for the hardware that goes with the periscope lens. So in particular, the periscope lens is expected to go where the ultra-wide camera is on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is below the flash and LiDAR sensor. As we wait for the iPhone 15 and other new products, it's clear that the world's greatest technological company keeps pushing the limits of what's possible in technology. Their updates always leave us in awe, and even this time, it seems like they'll give us a whole world of new possibilities. Well, that was it, guys. With Apple releasing the much-anticipated iPhone 15 and the Vision Pro getting a better way to pair with the iPhone, which one gets you more excited? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay tech-savvy.